How's it going, everybody? It is July 11th. This is Merch by Amazon or Merch on Demand sales update. I'm excited about this video for this reason here. I record these videos when I get spikes in sales. It's exciting when we get a strong month, and I'm talking about the growth and all that kind of stuff. And throughout all the videos that I put out, I always talk about how this is a long term game. How this platform is not our platform. This is sure it's our business, but it's not really our business, right? We are collecting royalties, so there's a big difference between running your own business and having a lot more control, and working with a platform like Merch by Amazon, where you absolutely have no control. So when this kind of stuff happens, it's exciting for putting out these videos. Uh, but again, if you haven't been around for as long as I have with this platform or any other kind of print on demand platform, you might be worried. And so yeah, I wanted to talk about this. And as you can see here, I actually almost, I think on Sunday, I actually went to sleep, which was probably around midnight, with zero sales. And I was kind of disappointed, but also excited, because in my mind I was like, I'm gonna put out a video about a zero uh, sales day in the U.S., not in total. I mean across all the platforms. Uh, it would have been a one of the first uh, 0 days, probably, like, if I'm thinking correctly, over a year. But I think maybe November. No, I would say over a year, maybe year and a half. I think, if I had to be fair. But anyways, it didn't happen. I woke up and I saw two sales. So this is kind of where I am today. Saturday two, Sunday two, yesterday three, and today it looks like I'm recording this first thing in the morning, and there's already one sale that came in the U.S. But look at this. Look at the Japan. I don't even want to click on Japan yet, because I believe that Japan. I haven't checked actually. I believe that it's a little more active, at least in the last 4 days, uh, than my U.S. sales, which is crazy. But that's okay. Let's look at the numbers in total, because this is not completely devastating. I just before I started actually recording this, I was thinking about how now on my worst days, my total sales are still what my kind of goal was. I would say probably a year and a half ago, maybe two. Let's say, to be fair, to 2 years, 2 years ago, my worst days now were my goals. Kind of like I was aiming for those numbers 2 years ago, and that just is nice, to take a minute and recognize. So far, I'm sitting at 65 sales in the U.S., about 200 in royalties, which is not so bad. I mean, it's definitely not on track because of the last 4 days and days like this to beat June or May, but that's okay. I believe. Let me see. Actually, I think even last year there was a bit of a dip in July, but I might be wrong. So let's actually give it a minute. This will load, and then I'll go to the total numbers, and then we'll talk about Japan. So so yeah. Last July, it was basically just the same, but May was much better than June and July. So we'll see. Hopefully, there's not a big drop going into August to September like there was last year. But who knows? I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. So that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. This was my day yesterday, and before I go into totals, I wanted to show you what I was talking about. So even though I'm getting devastated and crushing numbers in the U.S., my totals are, they're not the absolute crap that you would kind of expect. So if even if I go to ninth, there was another seven. If I go back to Saturday, I got 10. And then if we go back even further one day, uh, looking at Friday, then we get to the 19 and those stronger days. So it's this is one of those things where, yes, US numbers are terrible, but then these other channels, other marketplaces come in, and it doesn't feel so bad anymore. And fingers crossed that the US, the drop in sales here is just temporary. So hope maybe today's there's going to be a bounce back or something. That's why the averages are so important. That's why it's so important not to give up or kind of get lose your motivation if you get a couple days like this, because again, you just have to tell yourself it's all part of this business, and this, it's happened before, it will happen again. So right now I'm sitting at 117, 10 days into the month, which is actually pretty nice. So I am on track to get over 300, which is okay. That gives me the decent royalties, and overall numbers as well. And so now I'll go back to Japan and show you guys. And it's crazy because, I mean, US, I mean, if we're just looking at the last 4 days, and then Japan, which again is just incredible to me, because this has been one of the most active months in Japan. And I think somebody asked me in the questions, and I'll probably do another video about answering some of those questions, but asked me if the designs that I'm uploading to Japan are just graphic. This is kind of like pictures and graphics, or no, you know what? I actually did use ChatGPT to translate a bunch of stuff. So the designs that I actually uploaded that were text-based designs were in Japanese. So, and also there were a number that were a combination of graphics and Japanese words and phrases, and then also there was a mix when it made sense, English and Japanese. So those are the ones that are selling. So again, these sales are coming in. Even though the last couple of days are just terrible, this is okay. Like, it's still bringing money in, and then of course the overall is looking good. So that's kind of where I am, and like I said, I was really excited to talk about this. I'm not excited about the actual numbers, but it's we gotta talk about it. This is the reality of it. So my message always is, don't think about it. If this turns into a long term thing, then of course you want to make some adjustments. If it's something, where it's up to a week, couple of weeks, fingers crossed that it's a temporary thing, and who knows, maybe Amazon's working on something where the search is limited, and maybe just the products are not showing up. Anyways, I'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.